Hey Stub Clubbers, Jennifer here. I am back for another unboxing. And this one I'm really excited about because it's all about a GoPro. This is something me and my friends have talked about a while, so I'm pumped. This happened because it was on sale. This GoPro HERO8 Black was purchased at Best Buy. It's normally $399.99. It was on sale for $329.99. I also purchased the protective housing to go around it, especially if, you know, we're putting this on an RC car or it's going on a four-wheeler or going on top of a car or truck. I want this to be protected. I did get the Geek Squad 1-year protection plan for it, but I want to be really safe. I know everyone has their own opinions about warranty plans from stores. I got it personally just to make myself feel better, and there have been times in the past where sometimes things conk out after a year or there's issues, and so you could just take it right to that store. To go along with this unboxing, there is an unboxing for an accessory kit that I purchased on Amazon. Make sure you watch that one to see what all came in the kit for different attachments, accessories that you can use with your GoPro. I decided to go back to Best Buy to get the Duel Battery Charger with the extra battery. I don't want to run out on battery life with the one battery that the GoPro comes with, especially when I'm going camping or going to a theme park or taking this anywhere, because that'll suck then to have to wait I don't know how long, a couple hours or whatnot to recharge. I'm now going to unbox the GoPro HERO8 Black. This is the case it comes in. Ooh, got stickers. Nice. So here we have our instruction manual. Wow. This battery is this tiny? Well, it's a small camera. I just didn't realize it was this small. So here's the battery that you can buy an additional battery for $19.99. Such a small battery. This is a curved adhesive mount they gave. Charging cord. Actually says GoPro on it. Now I've seen people online talk about that this part is just for packaging, but there have been people who actually will take this off and will use that for like a flat surface mount. Here's what it says. So what you do is you flip the tab up, and then there are two prongs right here. One here, one here. You gotta squeeze them and push. Squeeze and push forward. This is where the battery goes. See, it's red. Then you can pop it open. Battery goes in here. Here's your charging port. I've been told that this comes off pretty easily. I don't want to take it off though. Your micro SD goes in here. I took it off of the manufactured stand right now to show you so apparently before in other models these were part of the case. Now it's not, it's on here. So you can lay it flat to stand. Now we're going to take a look at the protective housing. This was also purchased at Best Buy. I was able to get a price match on it from Amazon. This is originally $49.99. I got it for $46.49, I believe. Okay. Oh, so that's how they all look with the mount. I'll keep that separate. Okay, they give you a door. It's called a skeleton door. You will put this on the back. If you want access to your touch screen. Here's the protective case. Nice. I did find a YouTube video that shows you how to open up this case. I'm glad I did, because at first when I was trying to open it, it sounded like the plastic was going to crack, but that was actually just like it being factory sealed. Now, I did put on the other hinge where there is the hole, like the view hole, so then you can use your touch screen. So this is what you do. You pull the lever here and you lift up. And then you just lift this up and the door opens. To take the doors off, you do have to make sure your GoPro piece is taken off so it's more free here. You will see there are pieces of plastic that there is an opening for that metal piece. You are going to bend it, and that is when you can take your door off. Now, I had my touchscreen one open. If you are going to be doing anything heavy duty where you want that screen to be protected, I would put back on the solid piece of plastic. Or if, for example, you were going to be going deep down underwater, you would want to make sure that was on. I'm going to put the open window back on. So you're going to take the metal piece, put it, I'm just going to put the GoPro back in. There. Is back in. You are able to use the touch screen. You also have your button on top and your button on the side. So I bought this, so let's see what's inside. I already cut that open. Okay. So we have a manual, and then here is the dual charger. I know this is so much smaller than I thought it was going to be. We have the extra battery. Got our cord that says GoPro on it. Then it just shows you the instructions. Plug it in, pop the two in, and it will indicate, I guess these are the indicators right there. So I'm gonna try this out now so I can charge both my batteries, because one of my GoPro died, and then this one probably should get charged up fully too. Okay, I'm gonna plug this in. This one was from my GoPro. This one was with the charger. So now they don't give an actual plug. I'll plug this to my surge protector, which has a USB spot. Hey everyone, I am here from the future again from when you saw the beginning of this video. The beginning of the video was filmed in June, and now it's October. So I've been using my GoPro now for about 4 months. Be advised though, I'm not using my GoPro every single day. I want to say I've used it about a dozen times over the last 4 months. That's going to be me originally testing it out, me fiddling with the settings, and me actually taking and filming it. So please remember that. Also, please remember that this is the only GoPro I've ever owned. So many of you watching this might say, she doesn't know what she's talking about, but hey, this is the only GoPro I've ever had. So it's a learning experience for me. So please take that when you're listening to this. So DJ from Stub Club has written up some questions just like he did with my ring light video. So make sure you check out that if you have not. And so he wrote up some questions that some of you might be wondering. So here's my GoPro right here, the GoPro 8 Black, and here is the first question: how good of a quality is the lens? So he wanted to know about the performance. GoPros have a wide lens. If you see, it's not tiny and round like your smartphone or round out like some digital cameras are. This is a very wide lens. So when you record, things are going to look further back than they actually are. So for example, if you're filming something, you might have to put this on a tripod or put this closer to your subject matter. When we were filming in the pool, I thought Julia was a good distance away from me. I'm like, oh, that's fine, you can see me. But then I was looking back and we're like, hey, you need to come closer. I look so far away. So with the wide lens, keep that in mind. You have to be closer to your subject because the wide lens just makes everything look further away, and it also captures a lot of more space around you. Zooming in with this lens, I have not tried that yet. A lot of products, cell phones and something like this, I do not really like to zoom in. I just feel like when you zoom in, you're going to get it pixelated and you're going to distort a quality of the image and resolution of the image. So normally for me, I just leave it alone. When I edit, then I might zoom in. I will zoom in on the editing software, not on here. Like on a phone, you zoom in. I just feel like you get rid of a good quality of an image. I have not dropped this really or done anything rough to know what the quality of how protective the lens is. So I've been pretty careful with it, so not sure about that. When you film anything, the sun really should be behind you. When you have the GoPro, there's going to be a lot of glare with the light. I found that out when I was filming in the water, filming a lot of places. You want to have the sun behind you. So just be aware when you're filming, you're going to get a lot of glare on here. A lot of it might have to deal with because it's a wide lens. So I have heard other people talk about that they've put something on their old GoPros, their old GoPros to see if that will deter anything with the lighting. Don't know if that worked, but camera glare is something you just deal with. You just got to make sure where the position of the camera is, the sun's behind you. If not, just be aware of that. Okay, next DJ asks me, how long does the battery life last on this? So I'm not sure. It's not super long, but it's not like really short, like 20 minutes. When you're filming in 4K, you use battery up fast. And with a camera like this, you're gonna use battery up fast. I wish they would fix that. I think with the 9 they might have, but it's also maybe the size of the battery or whatnot. It goes by kind of quickly, so I'm happy I have 2 batteries. When DJ looked it up, it says there's a range from 45 minutes to 80 minutes depending on what settings you choose. So I think that is true. I want to say the 45-minute mark sounds about right. I have never ran my battery straight, meaning I've never pressed record and let it run until it died. I usually film like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, stuff like that, and I will see that the battery life fluctuates fast. One thing that I don't know what everyone thinks about this, but I really believe when you leave your battery in here, you're gonna drain it when it's not even on. My grandparents used to do this years ago with a camera where they would take the batteries out, not using it, saying it's gonna save battery life. I think there's something with that, because there's been times where I fully charged this, put it in here, didn't use it, and I turned it on, it was already like at 96% or something. So my tip is to wait to put your battery in until you're gonna record. Yes, one battery, I want to say 45 minutes might be about it, maybe an hour. I want to say I filmed a good couple of segments with this battery, like in the pool and stuff, and nothing has happened, but I've filmed like short segments. So that's something I'm still testing on since I've only used this about like a dozen times. Is it waterproof? Yes, it's waterproof. And DJ looked it up and it says, yes, you can go about 33 feet deep without additional casing. I have never fully submerged this GoPro in water yet, without another case on it. Now, I know people have taken this and they go into lakes, oceans, water parks, and they do that. They go underwater with this. But for me, what I did is I had the housing, the protective housing, and I put it over this, especially like when I went into pool with chlorine, I don't really know what the chemicals or that can do if it gets in the different ports. So I've housed it in there to make sure that it's all sealed up, and I've done it that way. I've not submerged it yet. I've like been by like a lake and water has splashed on it or something. So we've done that. I'll have another story when I talk about the housing case, but as of right this, just talking about this, yes, it's waterproof. I just haven't, dunked it, or it's just me being careful right now. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the camera case, which is the protecting house that I bought. Some people buy these type of products if you're going to rough house with it or just safety precautions. For me, I like to take care of my stuff and have it last as long as I can. So if I know we're going to be like putting this on the four-wheeler, like the first time we did, and I was nervous when Alex went pretty fast on a regular asphalt road, yeah, I wanted to put this in here in case the Amazon little clip from that set decided to pop off. I wanted it protected, so that's why I got this. So DJ wrote a question for this. He asked, how tight would you say it fits the camera in the case? It's pretty tight. It seals it shut. However, it depends on which door you have on. So you can take the back off. There is a rubber seal that goes around the edges on both doors. What I mean and what I was bringing up before is each one behaves differently. When you have the window, the cut open window, so you can operate your touch screen when it's inside of here, it doesn't seal it shut in water. It does not. You think it would with that rubber, or however it seals it, or how these foam pieces will sit against it. It doesn't seal it. Water gets in. The last time we took this in the pool, I forgot the closed window. I only had the open cut window. So I was like, ugh, well, I'll just put it in the protective case, see how it does. Water filled up inside of there. And so when we were filming it, when this was inside, there was water kind of going halfway. When you pulled out of the water, I actually had to, when it was sealed, tip it off on the side, let it drip out by the hinges. I don't know if that could be a defect in my product or if that's just how it is. When I have taken it in the water with this door, nothing has gotten inside. So think about that. Does the case make the waterproof depth better? DJ wrote. He researched that and it said the skeleton back door has an open panel, so it does not provide an additional water depth protection. With the solid door of that protective housing, it provides protection down to 196 feet. When we had this on here, I had the GoPro strapped on my ankle and I went to the bottom of the pool, like the 5 feet section. No water got in there. We did something where Kevin was on the bottom of the pool with the open door, and I swam over him. At that point, water was still getting in here. So, you know, no matter how deep we had it in water, water still got in. Once you stuck it in water, I think the water line went away. I'll have to see looking at that footage. DJ asked me, how durable would you say the case is? Don't know. I don't have experience with that. I have not dropped it on cement, haven't dropped it in dirt. It hasn't fallen funny. Sorry, can't help you there. When we talked about the functioning of the lens, and I talked about the light coming in, I don't know if I'm right or not, but I'm wondering if this adds even more glare. There's a possibility that when you put the GoPro in this case, and then you have this on, because now you're going to have double pane, plastic, glass, whatever you want to call it, it added more glare. So be aware of that. I might be wrong, but something's telling me when I was filming at the swimming lake at the cabin 4th of July weekend, I want to say there was more glare when it was in the case. I would still recommend this though, if you're going to be putting it on something that you're afraid your GoPro lens is going to break. This GoPro lens does not come off like 7 or below that I think I saw people talking about. It's all in one. I think the 9 they fixed that, not sure. A question I want to add is, do you regret buying this now that the 9 came out? The answer is no. I didn't know the 9 was going to come out. If I would have waited to buy the 9, I would have, 1, been spending more money because that GoPro is more money, and 2, I would not have had a camera to test out and play with this summer. So yeah, there's cool features on the 9, like the screen up front. I think the battery life is longer, other mods or whatnot, but I'm happy with this, that I got it. Okay, next we're going to talk about this Duel Battery Charger. I would highly recommend this. You get the charger and a battery. So then you have the battery that comes with your GoPro and this battery. It saves you because there's times where you're going to be filming and maybe you're filming like beyond an hour or however long the battery lasts, and then you're going to be like, uh-oh, I want to film more. So that's why you really want to get this charger. I've never timed how long it takes to charge the battery before. When DJ looked it up, he wrote down charging time will vary on a number of factors, but if you have the charger plugged into a wall outlet, it should take 2 to 3 hours to fully charge each battery. I have charged one battery at a time, and I've charged two. I've charged two batteries where one just needed a little bit of charging and one needed the full shebang charging. I've never tested it. When I went camping, I would plug it in, so I had an extension cord coming out, I had it plugged in, and I would let it sit there for a while. And a lot of times when I wake up in the middle of the night, I would see, green lights are on, so now I would unplug it. I've never let it go fully the whole night before, just leaving it plugged in, so I don't know. So I want to say maybe about like the 2 hour mark sounds about right. Sometimes batteries take a very long time to charge. This did not. It doesn't take a long time. One thing I do is if you have two batteries charging and one green light shows up and one's still charging, I will actually pull it out and just kind of let it hover in there. So then that's not connected anymore. And then that will continue to charge, just so I don't know if there's extra feed going to it, so it's not like overcharging it and shorten the battery life or anything. So I'll just do that just as a safety precaution. Does the charger require a lot of space for travel? No. You can see right here, it fits in the palm of my hand, and the cord is, I don't have it right next to me right now, but it doesn't take up a lot of room at all. So this traveling, when I go camping, it doesn't take up a ton of room in my bag. I actually have to search for it sometimes. I can't always find it, so it doesn't take up a lot of space at all. And yeah, that's also good too, where it's not very heavy even when two batteries are in here. So when you want to go somewhere and not have a bunch of stuff with you or have your heavy book bag weighing you down, this is not heavy at all. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Would you recommend this to someone? Yes, I already answered it. It makes your life easier, charges it fast. You can charge two batteries at once instead of fooling around with plugging in your GoPro, plugging your GoPro and charging one at a time. Thank you everyone then for joining me on this unboxing and review 4 months later, talking about all my GoPro items. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you check out the ring light video when I did the same format. My next video is all going to be about the Amazon accessory kit, so make sure you stay tuned to that.